Whispers of the Heart, an unheard love story. In a quaint coastal town, where the gentle waves of the sea kissed the shore and the salty breeze carried secrets through the air, there lived two souls who were destined to find love in the most unconventional way. This is the unheard love story of Josephine and Ethan. Josephine was a talented violinist who had spent most of her life dedicated to her music. She lived in a small cottage overlooking the ocean, where the melodic cadence of the waves served as her constant companion. Josephine was known throughout the town for her enchanting performances at the local cafe, where her violin spoke the words, her heart could not. Ethan, on the other hand, was a gifted writer who had a penchant for crafting heartfelt love letters. He frequented the same cafe, finding inspiration in the rhythm of the sea and the music that echoed within its walls. Ethan had a secret, though, a deep, profound love for Josephine, the violinist who enchanted his soul with her melodies. Every day, as Josephine played her violin at the cafe, Ethan sat at his corner table, listening intently to the passionate notes that flowed from her instrument. He felt a connection with her, one that went beyond the music, but he could never muster the courage to approach her. Instead, he poured his feelings into the love letters he wrote, pouring his heart onto the pages that would never be read. Josephine, on the other hand, was aware of a secret admirer in the cafe. She had often noticed Ethan in the corner, his eyes fixed on her as she played. She found herself drawn to the melancholy in his gaze, sensing that there was more to him than met the eye. But she, too, hesitated to make the first move. One fateful evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the cafe was bathed in the soft glow of candlelight, Josephine played a particularly haunting melody on her violin. The music hung in the air, heavy with unspoken emotions. It was a melody that seemed to speak directly to Ethan's heart, unlocking the door to his feelings. Unable to contain his emotions any longer, Ethan decided to take a chance. He penned a love letter that spilled his deepest emotions onto the page, leaving nothing unsaid. That night, he carefully placed the letter inside a small wooden box, along with all the unsent letters he had written over the years. The next morning, as the first rays of dawn painted the sky with hues of pink and gold, Ethan walked to the beach near Josephine's cottage. With trembling hands, he dug a small hole in the sand and buried the box, hoping that somehow, someday, Josephine would discover his love. Weeks turned into months, and the buried secret remained hidden beneath the sands of time. But fate had other plans. One stormy night, as a tempestuous sea battered the shore, the sands shifted, revealing the hidden box. Josephine, feeling an inexplicable urge to take a walk along the beach, stumbled upon the box. Her curiosity piqued. She carefully opened it and began to read the heartfelt letters inside. As she read each word, she felt a deep resonance with the writer's emotions. It was as though the letters had been penned for her, and she realized that the secret admirer from the cafe was none other than Ethan. Overwhelmed with emotions, Josephine decided to take a chance of her own. The next evening, at the cafe where their paths had crossed so many times, she approached Ethan at his corner table. Her heart pounded, her voice trembling as she spoke. "I've read your letters," she confessed, her eyes filled with a mixture of vulnerability and hope. Ethan, startled yet elated, looked into her eyes and saw his unspoken dreams reflected there. "You have?" he replied, his voice equally trembling. Josephine nodded, a warm smile spreading across her face. "Your words, they touched my heart, Ethan. They made me realize that sometimes the most beautiful love stories are the ones that are never spoken." Ethan, unable to contain his joy, took Josephine's hand in his, and they shared a moment of profound connection. their unheard love finally finding a voice. As Josephine continued to play her violin, Ethan began to write a new chapter in their story, a chapter filled with the music of their hearts, the whispered promises of their love, and the knowledge that some secrets are meant to be revealed in their own time. And so, in the quaint coastal town where the sea whispered its secrets and the salty breeze carried the echoes of an unheard love, Josephine and Ethan's love story unfolded, a love story that had been hidden in plain sight, waiting for the right moment to be heard and cherished for all eternity.